I wanted to talk to you about an issue that we're reading a lot about in the paper, and an issue that presents a very grave threat to our national security, and that's what's been happening in both Afghanistan, the war that's taking place there, where we have fighting men and women on the ground, but also the country right next door, Pakistan, where we're reading a lot about what's happening there. And basically what I'm trying to do as a United States Senator, as a member of the Foreign Relations Committee, and as the chairman of the subcommittee that deals with this region, is to make sure, first of all, that we're focused on a very clear mission. And it is simply this, as President Obama has already outlined, that the focus of our mission in that region of the world has to be to disrupt, dismantle, and defeat Al-Qaeda, the group of people the terrorists who attacked America on September the 11th, 2001. That has to be our focus. And all of our work, all of our strategies, all of our effort in Pakistan and Afghanistan is rooted in that basic national security priority. Now, lately we've seen a lot of stories about the Taliban and how they're moving closer and closer to Islamabad, the capital of Pakistan. The reason why that presents such a threat to us is not only their connections to terrorist organizations like Al-Qaeda and others, but because we don't want the Taliban to take over the Pakistani government and have an extremist point of view when they're running a country. But even more dangerous than that is the threat that is posed by the Taliban taking over the government in Pakistan and having control of Pakistan's nuclear weapons. We cannot allow that to happen. We have to make sure we're doing everything possible to help the Pakistani government as well as the government of Afghanistan to be stable, to be able to fight off this enemy, and to be able to govern and function so the people of both countries can live in peace and live without the threat posed by either Al-Qaeda, the Taliban, or any other extremist group. I think we have a consensus in the Congress that it won't just be a military focus. We have to provide resources that are military, for sure. But at the same time, for example, in Pakistan, we have a piece of legislation, the Kerry-Lugar bill, which I'm a co-sponsor of, and that bill basically says to the Pakistani people, we want an enduring relationship with you to make sure that we don't allow Al-Qaeda to have a sanction or a safe haven in your country. So we're going to provide economic aid and other aid for development so that the Pakistani government can be stable, so that government can function and prevent these terrorist groups and these extremist groups from taking over the government and not only threatening those two countries, but threatening our security here in America. It is that serious and that grave, and we have to get this right, and we have to do it in a bipartisan way. I want to commend the work of President Obama and his administration, and I also want to commend the work of John Kerry and Dick Lugar, Democrat and Republican, working together to make sure that Pakistan is secure, Afghanistan is a place where we not only win on the battlefield, but prevent extremists and terrorist groups from threatening our national security here in America. And I'll do my best to keep you updated through our website and on our blog. Thank you very much.